Vibe coders are shipping faster than developers have ever shipped. And the ones sounding the alarm about this are the senior developers, and it's not for the reason that you would think. It's not because we fear that we're going to be replaced, is that we can actually see what it's costing us and how it's affecting the development cycle. And there's actually research behind this to show that it's not all in our heads. There's a gap opening between people using AI and AI using people. And the scary part is being able to tell which side of the equation that you're on, and it's actually breeding overconfidence. So there was a study in 2018 of 31 intro to comp sci students where they were given a coding challenge, and 11 of them failed. And the thing is, those 11 knew that they failed. Jump forward to 2023, and the same test was given again, but they were allowed to use AI. And what the study found is everybody passed but one, and they all walked out thinking that they were more competent than they actually were. And what the study found is there's actually three different types of users. There was the accelerators that had the intention and knew what they wanted to do, and then they shot down any bad suggestions from the AI. Then there were the shepherds that just kind of walked the AI through the process until they got to the final solution. Then there was the drifters who just kept prompting the AI until they got to a solution, but they really didn't understand it, and they definitely came out feeling more confident than they probably should. And remember, back in 2023, this is mostly when AI was just on autocomplete. So we're going to dive into this more, but drop a comment. I'm curious which one of these three categories you are at currently. And nobody starts off as a shepherd, and there's a specific way to actually get there, and that's what I'm going to be talking about more on the channel in the next videos. To me, there's a happy medium between an accelerator and a shepherd. So for myself, the best example is the website that I just built. I built websites in the past, and I used ASP.NET and C Sharp, and I did all the coding myself. But coming into this realm of frontier models now, when I built my website, I was pretty much a shepherd. I knew what I wanted though, and that's where I would lean towards the accelerator slash shepherd. I knew that on the back end, I didn't want to store customers' data. I wanted it to be secure. I wanted it to be fast and responsive. But also, I didn't want to go out and learn Next.js. I already know about good front end design from my background, and I know about database design. So I knew that going in, but I was definitely the shepherd. But the difference is I knew the right questions to ask, and then I knew that I wanted to, when I was testing it out, then I needed to try and break it in certain ways and run my security checks against it, and ended up with a pretty good product. And that's why I'm not here to knock the vibe coding, but I think there's a way to do it where you can be knowledgeable about the process, use the tools, and constantly improve your skills to get to that senior dev accelerator level where you're utilizing the tools but also being productive. So the answer is to not use AI less. We all have deadlines. We all have ideas we want to get out there. So vibe coders, ship your thing. But the goal of this channel moving forward on the AI front is to kind of up everyone's game. I know with my 13 years, I have some things to contribute to the conversation, and I also can learn from you guys as well. So to give something useful right now, so some of the things that I would maybe be taking a look at is, access control, database design, you know, good UI design is important, especially for apps, how you're storing your secrets and your keys. What does this cost at scale? What kind of data do you hold? And these are very important aspects that we can probably all up our game a little bit. So I guess one of the questions I have for the devs in the room is like, where did you catch yourself recently just shepherding a project through? And I'd be curious if anybody would be interested in an area where the senior devs can get together and also the serious new coders in the space. Because as I see it, the senior devs are the ones that are going to help shape how AI is introduced into our to our current work environment, and the new up and comer cupping coders, they deserve a seat at this table too. So yeah, drop a one if that's something that you would be interested in, and drop a two if you think that we're just all cooked with this whole AI thing in general. Take care.